Adam has never sedated a crocodile this big before, and he's not sure how long it will take. First, he has to get the needle into the monster croc.
Wow, even that bent the needle.
They place towels over Lolong's eye.
Holy mackerel. Can I get someone to hold this? 6170.
From where the girls were attacked, villagers catch a massive crocodile. They hope it's the killer. All night long, they struggle to haul it back to the village. It's alive. It still wants to fight. It's clearly an exceptional animal. But the real question is, have they just caught the largest croc on record? And will that finally bring an end to 2 years of terror? The Agusan Marsh lies on the island of Mindanao in the southern Philippines. It's an almost pristine wetland the size of the city of Chicago. At the southern end lies Lake Mihaba. The enormous network of lakes, rivers, and marshland is an ideal habitat for crocodiles. People live here for the same reason as the crocs. The fishing is good. Some build their houses floating right on the water. Others live in stilt houses dotted around the marsh. In the rainy season, the water level can rise by 4 meters. It seems idyllic, but something strange has happened. For 2 years, this water has brought misery and terror. A massive crocodile stalked the villagers. It ripped their precious water buffalo to shreds before their eyes. Attacked one fisherman and his son. And snatched another man from his boat to eat him alive. But it all started with the attack on the schoolgirls on Lake Mihaba, in the heart of the marsh. It's 6 o'clock, already nightfall. 11-year-old Marina Ruiz and her friend Echel Rodrigo are heading home from school. Fisherman Roy Dagas follows right behind. None of them knows that they're being watched by a crocodile about to start a killing spree. Sitting up front, Rowena never sees it coming. Roy saves Echel from what looks like a monstrous crocodile. But Rowena is decapitated.
Seeing her head in the crocodile's mouth was disgusting. Later on, we found her body covered with banana leaves. It was really smelling bad.
Rowena's dugout canoe still bears the scars of the attack.
This is Rowena's boat, and these are the bite marks left by the crocodile. Here, here, and here.
What kind of monster can bite through solid wood? The culprit is a saltwater crocodile, or salty. They're the largest of all living crocodilians, typically reaching 4 to 5.5 meters. Salties prefer freshwater, but can live in the sea because they're able to excrete salt through special glands. They've spread thousands of kilometers across the ocean to colonize lands from India to Australia. Salties have been hunted to the brink of extinction in much of Southeast Asia for their fashionable and highly sought-after hides. They also have the strongest bite of any animal. The Agusan Marsh is one of the last strongholds of salties in the Philippines. Since 1994, the crocodiles here are fully protected. Killing one could land you 12 years in prison. The tables have turned. Now the people are being hunted. Roy Dagas is badly shaken by the attack.
I was afraid that Ruina's parents would blame me for her death and kill me, since I was the one who picked her up.
With a rogue crocodile in their midst, no one feels safe. But they have nowhere else to go. 70% of the people here make their living by fishing.
We wouldn't get any work in town because my husband is a fisherman. So we have to stay here in the Agusan Marsh. We have no choice but to stay here.
The people who live in the marsh are mostly an ethnic minority known as the Manobo. They live a mostly traditional lifestyle in one of the poorest areas of the Philippines, completely dependent on the marsh for their livelihood. After years of peaceful coexistence, people here suddenly live in fear of crocodiles.
We stay inside most of the time because we are scared. We only go outside when Roy is around.
We used to see them, but they didn't attack anybody. Attacking people, that's recent.
Because the crocodiles are strictly protected, the villagers can't hunt the croc down until the government issues a permit. Meanwhile, children go to school, and the men still have to go out fishing to feed their families. Roy's brother, Reynaldo Dagas, is fishing with his son at their favorite spot in the marsh, right in the beast's lair. Fishing from the low-sided canoe, they're sitting ducks when the monster croc attacks. The pair fights back.
I hit it on the side of its head with my paddle. Then it bit the side of the boat. It was very close.
They bolt to the bank for safety. Reynaldo cheats death, one of the few who live to tell the tale.
I thank the Lord for saving me that night, or I would have been dead meat.
Just downriver from Lake Mihaba lies the village of San Marcos, population 1,075. The village has no electricity or running water. It's the main base for the Manobo, including people who live in floating houses and retreat here in the rainy season. Rudy Ayala is the chieftain of this area.
Ang pinakadako nga hulga sa buaya.
The biggest threat to crocodiles here is the growing number of people moving into the crocodiles' territory, competing with them for food and space.
Competition for fish in the lake could be causing the big croc to seek out new food. In San Marcos, it's found a ready supply. The people throw their garbage, including animal carcasses, in the water. The crocodile has been spotted in the river that runs through the village. Rudy lays down the law. The advice is simple. Don't lure the crocodile into the village with easy meals. It seems to work. There are no further attacks near San Marcos.